Hey everyone, welcome to another Zen Chin yoga class. For tonight's class, we will need our 2 yoga blocks and our yoga blanket. If you're using your props for tonight's class, take a moment to gather those and meet me in a comfortable seated position on your blanket. Come to a comfortable seated position in the center of your blanket. Close your eyes and take a moment to tune in and bring yourself into this moment here and now. You can place a hand over your heart and the other hand over your belly if you'd like. Your hands can rest comfortably on your thighs, in your lap. Once you find your comfortable seated position and you have your eyes closed, take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale, sigh out your mouth. One more just like that. Inhale through your nose and exhale, sigh out your mouth. Take a few more breaths, inhaling, exhaling through your nose. And take this opportunity to tune in with your body. Check in, see how things are going, see how things are feeling. And maybe tune in even more, focusing on your breath. Noticing the quality, the pace of your breath. You could take this moment to set an intention for your class as well. All intentions are welcome. Take one more deep inhale. On an exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale deeply once more. And on your exhale, gently flutter your eyes open. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead, and the exhale, gently twist to the right. Inhale, come to the center, and gently twist to the left. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Exhale, gentle twist to the right. Inhale, arms up to the center, gentle twist to the left. We're going to do this once more. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. This time we're going to hold. So inhale, extend through your spine, and exhale, gently twist a little more to the right. Having the blanket or a block under our hips makes the twisting a little more accessible. Inhale, come back to center, arms up overhead, and exhale, gentle twist to the left. And we'll hold here. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, see if you can gently twist a little more to the left. Inhale, arms up to the center, and then exhale, gently fold over to the front. You can come down to your forearms if that's comfortable. You can stack your fists if you want to come down a little bit further and rest your forehead. Or you can stack your hands and rest your forehead on your hands. Find what works best for you in this moment. And we'll stay here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, look up and walk all the way back into the center. Bring your hands behind you. Switch the crossing of your legs. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead, and then exhale, we're gonna fold over this way. Find where you would like to place your arms. You might notice it feels a little different on this side. You might have a little more space that you could try a different arm movement if you'd like, but find what is working for you at this moment, and we will stay here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, look up, and walk your hands all the way back into the center. We are going to move over onto our hands and knees, so you'll want to move your blanket out of the way. Oops, dropping some stuff. Have your blocks handy. Keep them close to the front of your mat because we will need them here in a little bit. But come into a tabletop position. Wrists, hands are right underneath our shoulders. Our knees are stacked right underneath our hips. And we're going to move through 3 cat-cows. So inhale, drop your belly, open your heart, stretch forward, gently look up, and then exhale, push the mat away, push through the mat, through the floor, rounding your spine, and dropping your head between your arms. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. For cow. I always get those two mixed up. And then exhale, push the floor away, round your spine into cat. One more. Inhale, drop your belly, broaden your chest, pull your heart center through your arms. This is cow. And then exhale, push the floor away, round your spine, let your head drop between your arms. Inhale, come back into a neutral position. Step your right foot back, tucking your right toes. Find your balance. You might have to move, shift your left knee or your right arm, right hand into some different positions here. But get your balance because we're going to lift our left arm up and lift our right leg up. So inhale, lift and extend, and then exhale, round your spine, bringing your knee and your elbow in towards one another. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round into that cat spine. Inhale, extend. You might have to find your balance, that's okay. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend, and then exhale. Bring everything back to the mat. All right, shift around, find your balance. We got to do that other side here. So step your left foot back, tucking your left toes. Lift your right arm, extend out in front of you. Lift your left leg. Inhale, take a deep inhale, extend, and exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. You can always tuck your back toes to help with balance as well. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come back. All the way back into a child's pose. Don't get too comfy. This is still an active child's pose. But we'll take a quick little break here. On your next inhale, come back up. Grab your block. You need both blocks actually, so grab both of them, have them handy. We're going to sit back into a hero's pose, so take your block, so it's the wide part of it. Stick that in between your heels. Hopefully you guys can see that. But you're essentially just making a seat here. So set that block between your heels and sit back onto it into your hero's pose. Let your hands rest in your lap. Extend through your spine. And let's just stay here for a couple of breaths. Now grab onto your other block. Hold your block so that it's the wide part. Your hands are gonna be placing on the outsides, the shorter edges of the block. And we're gonna lift. So it's important you make sure you don't over arch your lower back. So you might have to activate your abs and ask them to help you out here a little bit. And as you lift your arms, pull your navel in towards your spine, and that'll help support your lower back. But we're going to hold our block between our hands and lift up. So it's just parallel to the mat, to the floor. As we're holding this, you're going to push your hands in towards one another. So you're really pushing. You're probably going to feel some shaking, that's good. Our muscles are working. But you want to push this block almost as if you've ever crushed a soda can, and you hold one end and the other and you just push until it crushes. That's kind of like what we're doing here. So you want to feel that in your arms. If your arms are shaking like mine, that means it is working. So let's stay here for a couple of breaths. The next inhale, we're gonna lift our block up overhead. You don't have to go that far up, but I want you to keep trying to squeeze that block in as if you're crushing a can. Make sure you're not overarching your back. Squeeze, 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 and we're gonna stay here for a couple of breaths. Those muscles are quivering. That's a really good sign. Make sure you're not scrunching your shoulders up towards your ears. On the next exhale, lower your block back to your mat. Come up off of your other block. Move them both to the front of your mat. We will need them again here in a little bit. Come back to your tabletop. Tuck your toes and inhale up and back into your first down dog. This is our first down dog. We want to slowly wake up our body. Some more here. So we'll walk your dog, bending your right knee, straightening your left, bending your left knee, straighten your right. Bend your knees, push the mat away so you can extend more through your spine. On your inhale, look forward, step your right foot in between your hands, your left foot meets, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, bending your knees if you need to. And then inhale, come on up, arms up overhead. Exhale, lower them to your side. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold, bending your knees if you need to. Inhale, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands so you can step back into your plank. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lower to your knees and come all the way down to your belly. I gotta move my blocks out of the way here. I will move them here so that you guys can see. Okay. Come to your belly. Take your right hand and place the back of your hand on your lower back. Take your left arm and bring it out to the left side and cactus. So it's going to be bent, right? Kind of like a field goal. Field goal if sports is your thing. So on the inhale, we're going to lift our head and lift our arm, and then we're going to exhale lower, okay? So really tune in, pay attention, listen to your body, especially your lower back. Can be a very intense movement for people who have finicky lower backs. So just really tune in, and you don't have to lift that high, okay? So lower everything down. Inhale, we lift, and then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Okay, let's switch sides. So left hand to lower back, right hand, cactus arm out to the right. And again, you don't have to go very high. And then a trick in yoga is letting your breath lead the movement. So before you lift, begin to take your inhale and then lift everything up. Begin to take your exhale and lower everything down. Okay? All right, so we'll do a couple of times on this side. Inhale. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Stack your hands in front. Let your forehead rest. And shake out your hips. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to do what a lot of people are familiar with in terms of being called Superman. So make sure that you, or Superwoman, make sure that you have space in front and behind you, because we're going to extend our arms out in front of us, extend our legs out behind us, and we're going to alternate lifting our leg with the opposite arm. So we would lift our right with our left, and then our left with our right. And we're just going to practice extending and lifting our arms and our legs just a couple of times. Again, we inhale as we lift and exhale, lower. Don't have to move fast at all. Take it slow and steady. We are working on strengthening our lower back, which is a very sensitive area for many, many people. So inhale, lift your right arm and your left leg and extend through each, like you're reaching to the opposite corners of the room. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your left arm and your right leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. We're going to do this 2 more times. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your left arm, right leg. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Now that our lower back is warming up, let's see if we can meet a little challenge here. And on this next inhale, we're going to lift both our arms and our legs, and we're going to hold it for 2 breaths. That's it, okay? So inhale, lift. That's 1, 2, and exhale, lower everything down. Stack your hands, let your forehead rest on your hands, and shake your hips out. Good. Okay. This one, come back up, grab your block, something we're going to try out here. Make sure you still have space. You're going to take your block, the flat, wide way that we used in sitting in our hero's pose. You're going to put that in between your ankles. We're going to lay back down, and we're going to lift our arms up, but we're going to try to leave our feet down. We're going to squeeze. We're going to squeeze that block in between our ankles. And this is going to help us build the strength that we need for the balancing pose that we are going to be doing today. So get that block in between your ankles. Begin to squeeze, activate your legs. You can feel it in your thighs. Mine are already starting to quiver. That's good. And you can do arms straight out in front. You can do arms out to the side in the cactus arms like we practiced, or you can even try holding your hands on your lower back again. So really tune in. I think I'm going to do mine bent, my arms bent. So on the next inhale, we're gonna lift, and we're gonna lift only our upper back, or our upper body, our arms, and we're gonna leave our legs rooted to the ground, and we're gonna keep squeezing that block, all right? That's a lot, but you can do it. Okay, inhale, lift, and squeeze, 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 squeeze that block. Squeeze that block. You don't have to go far up. Don't forget to breathe. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. The next exhale, lower and release everything. Bring your head, your forehead to your hands and shake it out. Excellent. Okay, move that block out of the way. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders and inhale into a gentle cobra. And if after a couple breaths, if you're ready, you can come on up into upward dog. This should feel pretty good for our lower backs. We just did a lot of work. Tuck your toes and exhale back into down dog. This should feel pretty good too. We did a lot of work with our lower back. Invite whatever movement you need for this down dog. Bending your knees if you need to. Remember, your heels don't have to touch in order to get the benefits of practicing down dog. Inhale, look forward, step your right foot and your left foot in the middle of your hands, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, lower your hands to the sides. I'm going to move my block to the front of the mat. Make sure your blocks are up at the front of your mat. We will need them here in a minute. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shin, flat back. And what we're going to do here is help strengthen our lower back a little more here. Nothing crazy with the blocks, I promise. But what I want you to do is as we forward fold, we're going to bring, and we're going to forward fold, and then we're going to lift back into this half lift. But we're going to take our arms with us. So I'll show you. If we're forward fold, we want to lift our right arm up. And as it comes close in line with our ear, we're going to lift together. We'll lift everything up together and extend. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. And then inhale, lift your left arm and come to that flat back with your arm extended in front. And then exhale forward. So we're just going to alternate both arms. We're just going to come to the flat back position and alternate. We'll alternate lifting our arms. Just remember, breath leads the movement. And then don't lift. You want to lift when your arm and your ear is almost in line. And this, you don't have to go fast at all. In fact, I don't recommend going too quickly through this moment or through this motion, because again, we are working on strengthening our lower back, and our lower backs are very sensitive. So take it slow, okay? So forward fold. Inhale, lift your right arm. Come up into flat back. Exhale, lower. Then we're going to switch. Inhale, lift left arm. Flat back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Right arm, flat back. Exhale, lower. Remember, you can have your knees bent too. Don't feel like you have to have your legs straight. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. It's one more time on each side. Inhale, lift. Right arm lifts. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left arm lifts. And exhale, lower. Forward fold. Inhale, both hands to your shin. Flat back. Extend, extend, extend. Exhale, forward fold. Step back into your plank. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lower your knees. Come all the way to your belly. You can inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes. Come back into a down dog. All right. Inhale, lift your right leg up into a three-legged dog. And exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Ground down through your left heel. And inhale, come up into a warrior one. Exhale, frame your foot. Step back into a plank. Come down to your knees, lower to your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes back into down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up into a three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Ground down through your back heel. Inhale, come up into a warrior one. Exhale, frame your foot, step back into a plank. Knees down, come all the way to your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes into down dog. Inhale, look forward, step your right foot, left foot meets, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, we root to rise up, hands overhead. Exhale, lower, hands to the other side. Okay, we're pretty warmed up here. I feel like our balance is good. Lower back is strong. Inhale, lift your right knee up so that's parallel to the mat. You can leave your hands at your hips, or you can hold on to your knee if you want, or better option, in my opinion, is to bring your hands to heart center. And we're going to gently begin to fold forward, keeping your right knee bent until you can no longer fold forward. Test your balance, test your balance. You can bend your left knee, and as you come forward, when you can't bend anymore, step your right foot back. Inhale, we lift. Arms up overhead into high lunge. And then exhale, lower your arms, and we're going to set up for pyramid. So bring your ground down through your back right heel. You might have to walk in your stance a little bit, shorten your stance a little. Heel to heel alignment. Pull your left hip back. Bring your hands, you can clasp them or grab onto opposite elbows. Inhale, extend, and then exhale, forward fold over this left leg. Keep pulling your left hip back towards the back of the room. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, come back up to standing. Inhale, lift your left knee up. Hands to heart center. Forward fold, keeping your knee bent. You can bend your right knee, keep your balance, keep your balance. When you get to where you can't fold forward anymore, step your left foot back, tucking your toes back into a high lunge. Get your balance. Inhale, arms up overhead. And then exhale, arms lower. Come up, set up for pyramid on this side. Ground down through your back heel. Again, you have to shorten your stance, a little bit shorter than your triangle stance. So heel to heel alignment. Pull your right hip back towards the back of the room. Clasp onto opposite elbows. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, fold over your right leg. Pulling your right hip back towards the back of the room. You don't have to go far at all. Go as far as right when you start to feel a stretch. You could also use your blocks here too if you'd like. Bringing your hands to your blocks. Your blocks would be on both sides, either side of your foot. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, step forward. All right, we're gonna do that one more time. Lifting our right knee, hands to heart center. Deep inhale, exhale, begin to fold forward. Fold forward, fold forward. Get that balance, step your right foot back into that high lunge. Inhale, extend, and exhale. This time, we're going to reach forward, bending over our left knee. Keep bending, pushing our right toes. So pushing off our right toes, bringing our heel up even more. And as you start to come forward, bring your hands towards the mat. You can use your blocks here too. But you'll start to feel a moment of where your heel, your toes are wanting to come off the mat. As you start to feel that, push yourself forward, walk in a little bit, push yourself forward, and then straighten your left leg because it's going to bring you into a half splits, half standing splits. Your leg does not have to go all the way up. It can stay right here. But if after a couple of breaths, you can start to walk your hands in towards your leg and see if you can bend your forehead more towards your left leg. Making sure your right toes are pointing towards the ground. Inhale, walk your hands back forward if you had them in. And exhale, bring your right leg in to meet your left. Forward fold. Hands to shin, flat back. Forward fold once more. And inhale, come on up. Hands up overhead. Exhale, lower your arms to your side. Whew. All right, we got to do the other side. Inhale, lift your left knee up. Hands heart center. Begin to fold forward on your exhale. Testing your balance. Get that balance, get that balance. Forward fold, forward fold. Step your left foot back. Toes tucked. Arms up overhead into that high lunge. And then exhale. You can bring your arms down to your side. I'm going to try with my hands at heart center. And so we're going to lean forward, lean forward. As you lean forward, or push off your toes, your left toes. Lean forward, lean forward. Once you get there, you start to get air with your left foot. Bring your hands down to the mat. Straighten your right leg. And bring your left leg up into a standing half splits. Again, your leg does not have to lift as high as all. Make sure your toes are pointing towards the ground so you're not opening up your hip. And if after a couple of breaths you want to try, you can walk your hands back towards your heel, lowering your head lowering your nose towards your knee, and see if you can lift your left leg up more towards the sky. Inhale, walk your hands forward, and exhale, step your left foot forward to meet your right. Forward fold. Inhale, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, lower your arms to the side. All right, our bodies are super warmed up for the pose that we have been working up towards. It should feel very familiar and hopefully a lot easier for you after doing all of our warm-ups here. Okay, so come to the front of your mat, feet in together, arms lift up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into a plank. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lower your knees if you need to, come down to your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward, step your right foot in between your hands. Come up onto your fingertips. Come up into a high lunge so your back toes are tucked, right? Bring your hands to heart center. And again, we're going to do the same thing that we just did with our standing splits. But if you want, you can get your blocks closer. Because as we bend forward, we're going to reach for our blocks so that we can explore this pose a little more in depth. So push forward, lean forward, lean forward, lean forward, walk it in, reach for your blocks. Have them out slightly in front. And then on your next inhale, you're going to straighten your right leg and lift your left. There's no forward folding in this one. As good as it probably would feel to do that right now. If you want to, you can. But we're working into, this is warrior 3. So with warrior three, you've got more extension through your spine. You got strong right leg. So you'll feel your right thigh, I don't know how to explain it, kind of working in towards, squeezing, that's it, squeezing in towards the midline. Toes, your back left toes are pointing to the ground. You can stay here if you'd like, working on building the strength in your right leg, straightening and lengthening through your spine, lengthening through your back leg. Or you can play with your balance. You can come up on your tippy toes. You can come up your tippy toes too if that feels good. But come up on your fingertips and see if you can come all the way up. If you're familiar with this pose and you do the full expression, you can bring your arms out in front of you. I don't know if I can do that. I might have to come out of the pose to try it. So the other one, yeah, nope. You can bring your arms straight out in front of you, or if you just want to work on building the balance, see if you can just bring your hands to heart center. All right? So find your pose, see if you can hold it, and then your next exhale, you can lower down, and then forward fold. All right, my right thigh is very, very much awake. I'm gonna see if I can straighten my, arms on this other side. All right, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, come down into your plank. Stay for the inhale, and then exhale, come to your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, come back into down dog. Let's stay here for a breath. Inhale, look forward, step your left foot forward in between your hands. Inhale, come up into a high lunge. And then exhale, we're gonna walk it in and come into warrior three on this side. You have your blocks, right? Squeezing both your thighs in towards one another, in towards the midline. That'll help with your balance, get your balance. Practice extending through your spine, keeping your toes pointing to the ground, flexing your foot so you're pushing out through your right heel. If after a couple breaths, you want to see if you can get your balance. I want to see if I can do it. All right, hands to heart center if you'd like. Or hands out overhead. Ooh, I had it for a second. Okay, that counts for something. It's really tricky. All right, balance. Building our balance is so important, especially since, as we get older, we begin to lose it. The balance is necessary for everything that we do in our lives. All right, take another long extend. Extend through your head, extend through your heel. Deep inhale, and then exhale, lower your right foot down to meet your left. And forward fold. Whew. Move my blocks out to the side here. Bring your hands to your opposite elbows and let gravity pull your chest, your head, everything further down. Bring your hands down to the mat, bending your knees. Step back into your plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, roll over your toes. Come back into your down dog. Inhale, look forward. And we're going to step, and sit back on to our bottom. Great job, everybody. That is not an easy pose to do, but it's a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun because I know I did. Okay, roll onto your back. Hands or feet planted on the mat. There we go. Let's take a couple of breaths while we're laying here. Knees are bent. Let's invite some movement, but we're gonna slow it down just to help bring our heart rate down a little bit. So on your inhale, you're gonna lift your arms and your hips up towards the sky. Exhale, lower. Hands and hips back to the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. You don't have to lift high at all. We're trying to bring everything down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's do one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Grab you onto your block. On an inhale, lift your hips. Scoot that block. Medium or lower height. Right at the top of your butt crack. I told you I'm going to say that every time now. Right at your lower back. This should feel so good for your lower back after all the work we did. Gently roll your shoulders under so that we can invite a little bit of heart opening, broadening our chest. Get yourself comfy. You don't want to tuck your chin in too much towards your chest. Extend it away so you have a little bit of space, a little bit of breathing room here for your neck. It's gently supported. Find your supported bridge, and then we're going to rest here for a couple of breaths. On your next inhale, lift your hips up off of your block. Move your block to the side. And then exhale, lower your back to the mat. Inhale, bring your knees in towards your chest. And gently circle in one direction, giving your lower back that much earned, much needed mini back massage. After a couple of breaths, reverse the direction. Bring your feet to the mat. Grab onto both your blocks this time. We're going to open out into a reclined butterfly, but we're going to add support, helping our lower back out here. So bring the bottoms of your heels in towards one another, opening your legs out to the side. Tuck your blocks right underneath your thighs so that you have all this nice, comfy support from your blocks. The blocks will help allow your body to sink a little bit deeper into this stretch. You can leave your hands out to the side if you'd like, or you can bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Taking a couple deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Just taking a moment to reconnect with your body. A quick scan to make sure everything is okay. On your next inhale, use your hands to help lift your knees back up. Feet plant on the mat. Move your blocks out of the way. Inhale, bring your knees in towards your heart center. Grab onto the outsides of your feet and bring up and out into happy baby. Gently rock back and forth, bringing your knees in towards your armpits. Flex your feet so you're pushing out through your heels. You can hold on to the outsides or you can hold on to your ankles. Making sure your back is flat on the mat. Gently rock back and forth, invite some movement. Next inhale, bring your knees back into towards your heart center. Squeeze them in towards your chest. Bring your head up and in towards your knees and squeeze. Give yourself a big hug. Take a deep inhale, squeeze, really squeeze. On your exhale, straighten your legs out, bring your hands out to your side. Let your feet open out to the opposite sides of the mat. Invite a gentle rolling of your shoulders under. Open your hands up towards the sky. Find your Shavasana. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, gently sigh out your mouth. One more. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Close your eyes. Quiet your mind. Quiet your body. And take rest in Shavasana. Begin to deepen your inhales and your exhales. Gently bringing yourself back from Shavasana. After a breath or so, begin to invite gentle movement back into your body. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Run your thumb along your fingertips. Roll your wrists if you like. Roll your ankles. On your next inhale, bring your legs in together and reach your arms up overhead and stretch. On your exhale, roll over to your favorite side, using the arm that's still extended as a pillow or your ear. As you lay here in your fetal position, thank your body for all that it does for you. Thank yourself for taking the time to spend on your mat today. Your next inhale, push through the hand that is on the ground. Come up to a seated position. See if you can keep your eyes closed as you come up. Bring your hands to heart center. Lengthen your spine. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, side out. One more inhale through your nose. Exhale, side out. Take a few more breaths, inhaling, exhaling through your nose. Bow towards your heart center. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you love and be loved. Namaste. Thank you everyone for joining me for tonight's class. I hope you enjoyed practicing and building your balance and building your strength. I really appreciate you guys practicing with me. I love teaching and I love sharing, and so I hope you stick around for all the other videos I'm going to share with you in the future. If you are not already signed up for the newsletter, visit us at zenchenyoga.com and get yourself signed up there. You will have the new videos and announcements and all sorts of Zen Yoga sent directly to your inbox. Or you could, please like and subscribe to this channel, and you will receive notifications when new videos are uploaded as well. So thank you again, everyone, for joining me for tonight's class. I hope you all have a wonderful night, wonderful day, and a wonderful week, and I will see you all again very, very soon.